Charly, and I'm coming to you with your daily dose of business inspiration. Topic number 222, legacy moments of gratitude. Yep. I'll come to what those are in a moment. I am trying a couple of different things with this podcast at the moment. I'm trying different topics, seeing how they land with you guys. I would love some feedback from you. Are they working? Are they not? What do you want to hear more of? What don't you want to hear anything about anymore? Because, oh my goodness, Charly, you've done that to death. Do you have questions that I can answer? You can leave comments in any of the videos that you're watching. You can DM me on any of the social media platforms. You can send us an email at support@askcharlyleetham.com and we will incorporate that into our content schedule. Okay, let's have a talk about gratitude and legacy moments of gratitude. I have spoken previously about gratitude and why it's really important for you as a business owner to implement it, not just to get the best out of your team, but also a way to help you face the world and change, rewire your mindset to be a growth mindset. Legacy moments are significant expressions of gratitude that have a profound impact and leave lasting impressions on your team, customers, partners, insert whichever word in there works for you. The moments or these moments go beyond the ordinary, creating memories and stories that endure. And it's not exactly the right adage to put here, but I always remember my father saying to me, the value of a service or the expression of a service is remembered well beyond the price. And that's kind of what a legacy moment of gratitude is that expression of gratitude is remembered well beyond anything else that you might remember about the interaction you had with the business or the company or the service, whatever it is. These are the instances where you go above and beyond in expressing your gratitude, creating experiences that people will remember for years to come. There you go. These are not everyday thank yous, but meaningful, intentional acts that reflect deep appreciation and respect. So they're not things that you're going to do every day, but they are things that you can do for special situations, or maybe it's something that you do just as a bit of a surprise for someone. What are the key concepts of legacy moments? Creating impact. These moments are designed to have a long-term lasting impact. They're emotionally really important and professionally equally as important. They're the kind of gestures that people talk about long after they've occurred. These moments become part of the narrative of your business, stories that are shared within your team, with your customers, and even in the broader community, and they reflect your core values. Legacy moments align with your business's core values and mission statements and whatever else goes with that, reinforcing what your company stands for while expressing the gratitude. So how can we create some of these legacy moments of gratitude? Let's have a look and see what examples come up and ideas come up for us here. Let's talk about an employee who's been with our company for a really long time. You might consider creating a personalized tribute, such as some form of commemorative book that highlights their journey with your business, including personal notes from colleagues, memorable moments, and the impact they've had on the company. It's not just a gift, it's a celebration of their own legacy within your company. I love that. And I actually think about when this one came up for me, I think about when one of my son's friends left the school that where the friend was going. I think they were going overseas or they were going to the other side of the country, a long way. The kids had been in grade school together for their entire lives. It was year 6, I think it was, that this young fella was heading out. And he was a good friend of my son. So my son sat down and said, "What do I do?" And I said, "Well, what do you want to do?" "Oh, I don't know." So we went through and we found all the photos of them together, photos of the friend, photos of my son and him together, things that they were doing. And we created a little book. And we printed out all the photos, and my son sat down and stuck them into the book and wrote little stories on them, and then got other friends to do the same sort of thing in their, they printed out their photos and they put them all in, and then they signed the book, and that was the young fella's farewell gift from the school. I think that was a real, well, from his school friends, not from the school, but from his school friends. I think that's really lovely, because that's something I hope he's still got, and he looks back at and goes, these were my friends, and this is what my friends thought of me. I think that's a fantastic thing. So you need to identify a moment where you can make a deeply personal gesture that goes beyond what is expected. This might involve helping an employee or a customer in a significant way during a difficult time, or honouring a long-standing relationship with a thoughtful, unique gift. There you go. What about the gratitude of giving back? How about your company has a close partnership with the local community? You might consider funding a community project like a playground or a community centre in honour of your customers or employees. It's going to create a legacy of your business that ties into the community in a meaningful way. So I actually really like, I don't know if you guys have it in the US, we certainly have it in a lot of the states of Australia, where you can sponsor a highway to keep the highway clean, and you make a donation. Your name goes on a piece of a signpost along the way that says this road is sponsored by so and so. They're helping us keep the highways clean, and that money goes into, I'm assuming at the moment it just goes into joint revenue and gets spent, general revenue, and gets spent wherever. But it's supposed to be spent on maintaining the road and keeping the road looking good, and keeping it looking nice. So that's one way you could create a legacy as a business. I really like it. Create the legacy of giving back that involves a charity event, or making a significant donation in someone's name, or launching a scholarship fund. I'm just trying to think what else could work there. I know when I was involved with one of the schools the kids were at, businesses would make donations and they'd get their names on wings of the buildings or parts of the library. Or there's a good one: donate books to the library. Find your favorite books and donate books. Maybe if you are a business like me, you might decide that, look, I'm going to donate a whole heap of textbooks around running businesses, and you can use that in your business studies course. What textbooks are they? There's the funds to go and get those textbooks for the kids so that they can study business studies. The gratitude of giving back. I'm thankful, that you've got a school, and I'm thankful that I can actually help the kids get to the next phase. The grand gesture. Sorry, I'll stop with the little voices. If you have someone who has played a critical role in your company's success, consider organising a surprise celebration in their honour, bringing together their team and yours to celebrate the achievements we've made together. This could be a lavish dinner, a company retreat, or a special award that symbolises the strength of your partnerships. Oh my goodness, I got a good one on that one too. Obviously I had some really good bosses as I went through my career. One of my bosses, we had done, oh dear, this tender had taken us 2.5 years to put together. From the time it was released to the time we actually submitted it, it was 2.5 years. It was a $60 million bid, and we had done some really, really long hours on it. So it was a really big deal for our company. It was going to set the company up for the next 5 to 6 years. And we had done a really good job. Like, we knew we'd done a really good job. Even if we didn't win the tender, we were in with a shot, and it had been not a perfect process, but it had been a really good process that we implemented as well. And we weren't expecting it. And he said, all right, guys, well, I've organised lunch, and I've organised lunch for the whole branch, and the company's paying for this. So come on down, we'll go for lunch, which, okay, that's fine. We would have done a lunch anyway, but the fact that the company was paying was great. He then proceeded to hand out company jackets. And this is in Canberra where it gets really cold, and these were the wool jackets with the leather arms, which were the fashion of the day, had our logo put on them. And he just gave each of us one of them, each of us one, which is fantastic. But then he gave out awards, and he had gone out on his own. I'm sure his secretary had helped and had organised trophies. These were plaques, actually. They were anodized, printed, and he had little awards made up for each of us with a little story on each of one of them. I won't tell you which one I got. It was fantastic, though. It actually highlighted that I had not only been instrumental in getting that tender together, but that I had carved out a spot for myself within our industry in being the person that could do that. Absolutely fantastic. I remember it to this day. I probably even still have the award sitting in a box somewhere, but that was a really big, grand gesture. It was fantastic and I loved it. And it's something that I try to do for people as I go through as well, because it was something that I learned. Legacy of learning. I think I spoke a little bit about this earlier, in fact. If you have an employee or a team member who is showing exceptional promise, offer to fund their further education. Yeah, no, this wasn't what I was covering. Whether it's an advanced degree, a certification, or a leadership course, this act of gratitude not only acknowledges their contributions, but also invests in their future, leaving a legacy that benefits both you and them, or the business and themselves. I think that's fantastic. Again, this is something that I tend to do quite naturally. Maybe I don't go to the level of I'm going to fund your PhD, but when I bring a team member on and they're showing interest in something, if they've done well and they're really trying hard, I'll send them through the training course. That benefits me. Of course it benefits me, but that's something that they can take with them. If they leave, if they move on, if they're no longer a good fit and we want to do different things, they take that with them, and that's something that they hopefully remember that, yeah, I got this because Charlie helped me out. And I think it's a lovely way of doing things. Gratitude memorials. Whoa. Ah, yes, a wall of gratitude in your office where you permanently display names and stories of employees. It's just examples here who have made a significant, employees, customers, or partners who have made a significant impact on your business. Each name is accompanied by a plaque detailing their contributions and the legacies they left behind. The Rogues Gallery. I love it. It's another good one. It's not just, this is our top salesperson for the year. It could recognize the fact that the janitor has been with the company for 30 years, and even though they've done the same job for 30 years, they've done it really well, and the place looks great, and that's because of them. So establish something permanent within your business that commemorates the gratitude you feel for someone's contributions. Could be a dedicated space, a named scholarship, or an annual award in their honor. I love these. These are fantastic. So why do these matter? Let's just recap what we've covered already and talk about why legacy moments matter. They go beyond day-to-day gratitude practices. They create lasting, meaningful connections that people remember and cherish. These moments are about making profound statements of appreciation that aligns with your own personal and your business's values and reflects the absolute depth of your gratitude. I also want to remind you that by expressing gratitude for yourself, you are helping yourself develop a growth mindset. You are helping yourself look at the world not with rose-colored glasses, but looking at the world in a slightly more positive way, or hopefully a dramatically more positive way in some cases, so that you can achieve more yourself. But in doing so, you're also recognizing the people that are helping you leave your legacy, create your legacy, grow your business, whatever it is you want. So legacy moments of gratitude. What can you do within your own business to do that? And how is that going to help you develop your growth mindset? I would love your feedback, guys. What do you think? What do you think of all of these ideas? Are these things that are there some things here? We couldn't Original thoughts, don't try to say them all at once. Are these things that you could implement? Are there things there that you're like, "Oh, that's a load of bunk and I would never do that. That's awful, Charlie. What would you be recommending that for?" Leave some comments. Let's have some discussions. Come across to Locals if you want. Ask charlyleetham.locals.com and join the conversation there. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I put up the next piece of content. These episodes go out 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time every day, 7 days a week. I don't miss. That's my goal. We don't miss. And I know you guys get busy and you might forget to actually come and listen. So if you ring that notification bell, you'll get the notice to say that the piece of content's gone up. You can press play and listen to it wherever you are. As always, I appreciate you. You have my extreme gratitude for listening to me rabbit on. I really hope that it's of value to you. And tomorrow, I think, I'm just looking at what my topic lists are. I think tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about boundaries. See you all tomorrow, guys. Bye.